What were you just saying?
I'm really confused about the ecosystem because we've got a little forest over here, mountains with snow over there. It's like a whole desert over there. You got a lake over here, but it's salty like the ocean. Where are we?
Welcome to the high desert. That's all there is to it, baby. You just explained it perfectly.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline, and this is Nick. We invite you to join us and our dog Trixie on our unique journey as we pack everything up, move into our camper, travel to our favorite destinations, and begin living in the now.
'Cause I've got no more expectations, gonna take my ass across the nation. Been doing this far too long. All the time I spend is now too far gone. Time to change the pace and lose the face that I put on for everyone else. Embrace the change and play the game and do everything for myself.
Last time on DestinationNow, we took you to Yosemite Valley, where we did the 4-mile hike up to Glacier Point. Boy, was it exhausting, but the views were absolutely stunning. Follow along in this episode as we take you to Mono Lake, but we got to take the long way around because Tioga Pass was closed. Oh boy, were we surprised when we got to go up through Sonora Pass with 25% grades and incredible views for lunchtime. Boy, what a journey. All right, pull off the road for lunch off the Sonora Pass. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. What a treat. Aren't we just the luckiest people in the world? God, I love this life. Yeah!
We smelled some burning rubber. Nick's investigating. Spy on him. Thumbs up.
Whew. The truck was okay. Turned out just to be a vacuum hose. So there's Mono Lake. We had no idea. How about that? This here is a natural wonder and a favorite amongst boondockers. You can come in here and camp as long as you want. Bring your dirt bikes because there's plenty of trails. It's highly recommended that you take a dip in this salty lake because you'll float like a bobber. I sure did, but we didn't catch that on camera because I didn't have nothing on. But not to worry, there wasn't a soul in sight. We had the whole place to ourselves.
We set up camp on the BLM land surrounding Mono Lake to find ourselves completely isolated for 3 days. The complete silence and darkness at night made for amazing stargazing and soul rejuvenation. On our first night, we were blessed with a meteor shower. It's just what we needed to reset after a crazy few months of moving out and adjusting to life on the road.
Alright.
Here we are. We have this liquid that gives us life.
No, this one will take a life.
And yet, in its current form right in front of us, it can take your life. Without it, you would die. With it, it would surely kill you. Such is the nature of our existence.
Dilemmas, dilemmas. Sorry, baby girl, this is one lake you can't swim in.
No way.
You want to give us a little history lesson about Mono Lake?
I'll do my best from what I read. So back in the 1800s, this lake was really full. And it was salty. And we, at some point along the line, decided we needed more water in Southern California than we did in Northern California. Southern California is a desert. Northern California is not a desert. And so then we brought the water from Northern California to Southern California And now Southern California is, parts of it are no longer a desert, and parts of Northern California are desert now.
Thanks, Nick. Now let's check out the actual history.
This spot is where the water level used to be at Mono Lake before they diverted all the water to Southern California in 1941. As you see how far away the water line is now. It lost half its volume. So now I'm standing in the spot in 1951 where the water level was, 7 feet below where it was 10 years prior. This is the start of today's South Tufa Trail down to the water line. All right, so in 1959, another 8 years, the water dropped another 10 feet to this spot. As you can see, we're getting closer to all the tufas, which apparently are where underground springs used to be. So in 1963, the water level is now 25 feet below the original level. And in 1994, California decided to protect Mono Lake and restore its water levels back to this point. As you can see, it hasn't come that far yet. They stopped diverting the water, started restoring the damaged streams and waterways that feed into this lake, and still, we've got a hike to the water. I'm standing in front of some really large tufas here. They're actually limestone that's created when the fresh springs have the calcium in the water upwell through the bottom of the lake, merge and bond with the carbonate from the lake water. You get these cool limestone structures, and then when the lake levels drop, it exposes these cool things.
The only critters that can survive in such a high alkalinity are alkali flies and brine shrimp.
See that brine shrimp? It shows through the water.
Never go hungry out here if you like to eat flies.
Tufa!
Tufa!
Hi, baby lizard. Yeah.
We're doing all of this for you.
No, partially me. I like it.
We're doing it for you.
And you?
And me? And you.
Hello, Doc.
If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to like and subscribe.